Hello, students. You are welcome in our Education Academy YouTube channel. Okay. Today I am going to start chapter 2, 12th physics. The chapter name is Electric Potential and Capacitance. Electric Potential and Capacitance. Okay. So let me start now. Yes. First topic is electric potential. What is electric potential? Suppose we are going to bring a unit test charge from infinity to electric field. Okay. यदि हम एक किसी यूनिट पॉजिटिव टेस्ट चार्ज को इन्फिनिटी से इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड के अंदर ला रहे हैं, इन्फिनिटी से कहाँ ला रहे हैं? इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड के अंदर। तो जो हमें वर्क करना होगा, जो वर्क करना पड़ेगा, दैट विल बी इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेंशियल। अब प्रॉब्लम यह है इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेंशियल कहाँ पर होगा? इन्फिनिटी से जिस पॉइंट पर हम इलेक्ट्रिक चार्ज को लाएंगे, इन्फिनिटी से इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड के अंदर जिस पॉइंट पे हम चार्ज को लाएंगे, दैट विल बी इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेंशियल एट दैट पॉइंट। सपोज कीजिए हम इन्फिनिटी से पॉइंट ए पर ला रहे हैं चार्ज को, तो जो वर्क डन होगा वो पॉइंट ए पे इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेंशियल होगा। ओके, यस स्टूडेंट। नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस। Next topic is potential difference. This one, potential difference. Okay, if we are bringing a unit test charge in electric field from one point to another, इस बार हमें चार्ज को इन्फिनिटी से नहीं लाना है। इस बार हम चार्ज को इन्फिनिटी से नहीं लाएंगे, हम चार्ज को इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड के अंदर ही एक पॉइंट से दूसरे पॉइंट पे लाएंगे। तो जो वर्क डन होगा दैट विल बी पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस बिटवीन टू पॉइंट्स। अंडरस्टैंड? एक बार फिर मैं बता रहा हूँ, एक बार फिर रिपीट कर रहा हूँ। अगर किसी ने नहीं सुना पहले ये चीज, मैं फिर दोबारा बता रहा हूँ। अगर हम किसी यूनिट पॉजिटिव टेस्ट चार्ज को इन्फिनिटी से इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड के अंदर किसी पॉइंट पर लाते हैं, तो जो वर्क डन होगा वो उसी पॉइंट पे पोटेंशियल होगा जिस पॉइंट पे हम चार्ज को लेके आए हैं। कहाँ से लेके आए हैं? इन्फिनिटी से। कहाँ लेके आए? इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड के अंदर। किस पॉइंट पे लेके आए हैं? उस पॉइंट पे जो वर्क डन होगा दैट विल बी इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेंशियल। पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस क्या है? पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस, अगर हम अब हमें इनफाइनाइट से नहीं लाना चार्ज को, अब हमें चार्ज को लाना है, कहाँ लाना है? एक पॉइंट से दूसरे पॉइंट पे ले जाना, लेकिन रहना है इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड के अंदर ही, इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड से बाहर नहीं जाना। इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड के अंदर ही एक पॉइंट से दूसरे पॉइंट पे चार्ज को लेके आएंगे एंड द वर्क डन विल बी द पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस बिटवीन दोज टू पॉइंट्स। ओके, नाउ इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेंशियल ड्यू टू पॉइंट चार्ज। We have a point charge and we have to find out the potential. We have to find out the potential due to this charge. Okay, this is my derivation. Understand? Yes. Electric potential due to point charge. Potential due to point charge. Electric potential due to point charge. Okay. Suppose this is point charge due to which we are going to find out the electric potential. Suppose this point is A and this is B, and a positive test charge Q naught is at point B, and the distance between these two charges is x. The distance is x. Yes. If we are bringing test charge Q naught from B to C, this point is C, and the displacement from B to C is dx. Okay, this is the displacement. We are bringing Q naught test charge to C. We are bringing this charge to point C. We have to find out the work done. Okay. Now, according to Coulomb's law, there will be force between two charges. According to Coulomb's law, there will be a force of repulsion between two charges because two charges are positive. So, this charge will repel Q naught along this direction. Okay. This is the force exerted on Q naught due to Q. Okay. According to Coulomb's law, according to Coulomb's law, according to Coulomb's law, the force between Q and Q naught is F equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q naught upon x square. This is the force between Q and Q naught. Okay. Now, the work done in bringing charge Q naught from B to C. Work done. W equal to vector F dot dx. Vector F dot dx. Okay. So W equal to F dx cos 180 because displacement is in this direction and force is opposite to the displacement. It means angle between force and displacement is 180 degree. That's why the work will be negative because cos 180 equal to minus 1. That's why W equal to minus F dx. On putting the value of F here, sorry, this is dW because this is a small amount of work done. dW equal to minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q naught upon x square dx. Okay, yes. Now, if we are bringing test charge Q naught from infinity to this point D, which is r distance away from the A, which is distance r away from the A. Okay, if charge Q naught is bringing from infinity to point point D, then the total work done on integrating the small amount of work done from infinity to r, dw equal to minus r to infinity 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q naught upon x square dx, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q naught upon x square dx. Okay, understand? The integration of dw is w, and there are these quantities are constant. Okay, so it will be minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q naught. Understand? Now infinity to r, x इसको ऊपर ले जाएंगे, x to the power minus 2 dx. Okay, yes, understand? Now w equal to minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q naught. On integrating x to the power minus 2, we get minus 1 upon x r to infinity. ओके, देखिए होता क्या है, अब हम लिमिट भरेंगे, माइनस माइनस प्लस हो जाएगा, w इक्वल टू 1 अपॉन 4 पाई एप्सिलॉन नॉट क्यू नॉट, तो क्या हो जाएगा 1 अपॉन r माइनस 1 अपॉन इन्फिनिटी, 1 अपॉन r माइनस 1 अपॉन इन्फिनिटी, क्योंकि माइनस से हमने यहाँ लिया तो माइनस माइनस प्लस हो गया. नाउ w इक्वल टू 1 अपॉन 4 पाई एप्सिलॉन नॉट क्यू नॉट अपॉन r. ओके, दिस इज द work done in bringing a unit positive charge from infinity to electric field. But according to the definition of potential, V equal to W upon Q naught. On putting the value of W, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q naught upon R Q naught कैंसिल करेंगे एक दूसरे को, and there will be V equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R. This will be the proper formula of potential due to point charge. This will be the proper formula due to potential due to point charge. Okay, understand? अब there is a problem. कई बार कुछ बच्चे बोलते हैं कि why are you taking the limit from R to infinity. It should be infinity to R, mean upper limit and lower limit. But here is minus. Here is the minus because the work done is negative. Here is minus. Due to this minus, we will take here lower limit to upper limit. We have to do opposite, being a negative sign. Okay, this is the problem. But we have solved this problem by taking lower limit to upper limit. Okay, this is a proper derivation, and I have explained it in very simple language. Okay, so dear student, if you like my video, so like our channel Education Academy, and I will give you other videos in a very simple language. Okay, understand? Yes. Yes, students. Next is electric potential due to dipole, and I have I have explained in chapter first electric dipole. Okay. Now we will find the electric potential due to dipole in three situations, in three conditions: at axial line, on equatorial line, and at general point. Okay. Yes. Electric potential due to dipole. Electric potential due to dipole. So there will be three conditions. There will be three conditions. Number one, on axial line. On axial line. This is a dipole in which there are two equal and opposite charges. Okay. This is electric dipole. Electric dipole such a system of charges in which two equal and opposite charges are held at a least distance. Okay. So this is a dipole, and we have to find out the potential at this point. A, B, this is C. A, B, C. And we will find out the potential at point C. Understand? First of all, we will find the potential due to plus Q at point C. Potential at point C due to plus Q. As we know the formula of potential, already we have derived it on first page. What was the formula? Formula was V equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R. Okay. This was the proper formula. So the potential due to plus Q at point C. Okay. V1 equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R. R. Which is R? What is the R? R is the distance between B and C. What should be the value of R? The distance between A, B and C, because the distance of electric dipole is 2L. From midpoint, this will be L, this will be L also. So the distance between B and C will be, suppose from the midpoint, the distance is R. In this case, the distance between B and C will be R minus L. R minus L. Okay. Similarly, potential due to minus Q at point C. Potential due to minus Q at point C, V2 equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught minus Q upon R plus L. R plus L. Now the total potential at point C. The total potential at point C, V equal to V1 plus V2. V equal to V1 plus V2. V equal to V1. The value of V1 is this and V2 is this. 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R minus L minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R plus L. Okay. And there is common 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q is common. So it will be 1 upon R minus L minus 1 upon R plus L. Okay. 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q R plus L minus R plus L. R square minus L square. This will be R square minus L square. R will cancel to each other. V equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q 2L. Q 2L. Okay. Q 2L upon R square minus L square. R square minus L square. The value of Q2L is P. P equal to Q2L. P equal to Q2L. P equal to Q2L. Okay. Which is called electric dipole moment. And as you know, according to the figure, L is less than R. L is less than R. That's why on ignoring L square, V equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P upon R square. This is the formula of electric potential at point C on axial line. Okay. Now we will find the potential on equatorial line. It is very simple derivation. Electric potential. Second one is on, sorry, on equatorial line. On equatorial line. This is a dipole. There are two equal and opposite charges. Okay. Actually, I want to tell you about the axial line and equatorial line. The line which joins the two charges is called axial line. This line is joining minus q and plus q. So it is called axial line. Okay. Now equatorial line, the line passing through the midpoint of the dipole vertically. The line passing through vertically from the midpoint of the dipole is known as equatorial line. Okay, so we have to find out the electric potential due to dipole on equatorial line. This is equatorial line. And this point C is at height r from the midpoint of the dipole. This is the midpoint of dipole. This one is A, this is B. Okay, L. This distance is L also. Because the distance between minus q and plus q is 2L. Therefore, from the midpoint to each charge is L. The distance from midpoint to each charge is L. And this is R. According to the Pythagoras theorem, this one AC will be R square plus L square. Similarly, in this case, the BC is R square plus L square. R square plus L square. Okay. Now the potential due to plus q at point C, V1 equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q upon r. R means under root r square plus L square. R is the distance between B to C. Now the potential due to minus q at point C, V2 equal to, because this is due to minus charge, so its potential will be negative, minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon q upon under root r square plus L square. Understand? Now you will see here the value of V1 and V2 is same, but this is positive and this is negative. So the sum of the V1 and V2 will be 0. Okay. The total potential at point C is V equal to V1 plus V2. That will be 0. that will be zero. It means the total potential on equatorial line due to dipole will be zero. Okay, is it okay? Yes, students. Okay.